Kirsten Hendry. I go to Indiana State University in Terre Haute. I'm a construction management major there, and I'm from the big town of Farmersburg, Indiana. And I'm going to be a senior this year.
So my name is Tyler Maddox. I'm from Bedford, Indiana, and I just started at Purdue last fall in the construction management program, and I'll be going into my junior year there.
Yeah, my name is David Miller. Go to school at Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana, which is where I'm from. Took a little hiatus doing a military stint with the Air Force for a while, but now I'm back in Muncie doing the whole college thing. Really enjoying it.
This summer I've only worked on Switchyard Park, which is roughly a 54-acre project, and there's a tremendous amount of work going on there, and all kinds of civil work, building work, and there's a lot of unknowns about the project that we're learning as we go. So that keeps it pretty interesting, and we're constantly learning new stuff as we go on and how to deal with the human traffic and people that's going through site. And so it's a lot of learning as this project progresses.
So I mainly focused on the Indiana State University Fine Arts building, the renovation that they did there, small addition as well. When I came on, that project was kind of coming to an end. It's still ongoing right now, but they are going to be wrapping up very soon.
At the beginning of the summer, I was at Ballantyne Hall on IU's campus. It's a big renovation project over there, and I was helping out the project engineer. And towards the middle of the summer, I moved to estimating to see what estimating was like, and I helped bid the Deaconess Aquatic Center in Evansville. And that was a big step for me. I really enjoyed that.
So I was put in charge of handling any sort of closeout documents, working with the subcontractors, making sure we're getting the right information in from them, and basically coming up with a good filing system so that when project closeout does come within the next couple of months, that everything will be good to go.
As far as Ballantyne Hall goes, on the project management side of it, I helped out the project engineer with just basic site duties, perform safety inspections every week. I did a whole bunch of stuff over there. It's hard to keep a big list of them. I helped close out for a few different projects. What else? It was a lot of different things that I did.
I started out in the beginning doing more as-built stuff. I finished up some of that stuff, and then I worked on a little bit of submittal work with Marvin, and then I got into doing a lot more of the tickets and stuff for our superintendent on site. And after that, I got assigned little tasks like putting in some Duke conduit, and so I had like a little group of guys that I worked with every day, made sure we got all of that stuff in our day-to-day tasks. And then I kind of got assigned a little bit bigger project of moving a tire wash, because that side, every vehicle that exits side has to be washed. And so I got assigned that, and we recently just started working on it and getting it moved. And so it's pretty cool getting assigned a project and being able to oversee it and work with the superintendents, project managers, and getting that moved. And so there's a lot of little stuff that I get to do day to day that I wouldn't have done if I was working as a laborer or anything like that. And it's really benefiting me going forward in school, because you're learning all of the as-built stuff that we're just starting to cover in school. So that's going to help in school as well as learning that in the field.
Yeah, I helped out with some RFIs and submittals. I really learned a lot about all the paperwork that goes into a construction site, because there's a lot of different people, a lot of people to manage, a lot of people got questions. And in estimating, I'm learning about the estimating process, learning about different techniques and different programs. I'm learning about different programs that the estimators use, and helping out with bidding. Yeah, contacting a bunch of different people. At the beginning, when I first started construction management school, I was a little bit afraid of estimating. It scared me a lot because I had kind of there was an introductory course and they said, oh, we're gonna do just some really basic estimating, and I was super afraid of it. But this summer, I'm really glad that I got to try it out. I'm glad that I had that opportunity to make the switch from the project management side of things to the estimating side of things, because I'm finding that I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely something I can see myself doing.
Dealing with people. So I don't even know how many different trades out there, and you got a group of guys that are only doing curb, only doing mortar, this, that, and the other. And so dealing with all those people, as long as we have the beeline trail that runs right through the middle of the project, and there's hundreds of people constantly all day down through that trail. And so keeping an eye on the other people, making sure they're not on site, keeping them off site so none of our guys are in their way, and all that's been a big learning curve, and making sure you deal with the people in the correct manner without upsetting them or hurting their day-to-day routine. And as long as keeping them safe and our guys safe with traffic going across, there's been a lot of learning curves that I went through on this project, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I used to be in the trades myself. I used to be a pipe fitter back before the 2008 economy happened. So I had a little bit of experience working in an industrial setting and working with other trades, doing that kind of thing. But going on the other side of that, not being a subcontractor, being on the management side of that, really opened up my eyes as to how much responsibility a construction manager or project engineer can take on. I was really surprised by the amount of responsibility that Weddle Brothers gave me on a day-to-day basis, and how much they trusted me to get something accomplished. I would just be given a general direction. If I needed help, of course, I could always ask, but I was just given the freedom to be able to, figure things out on my own. Whether that was, flipping through the specifications book to figure out exactly how a specific piece of trim was supposed to be finished out. So, got a lot of experience reading specs and doing all that.
Definitely. I'm really enjoying the estimating side of things. I really enjoy all the different pieces of the puzzle that work together. It's kind of like a game that you play, and I really enjoy it, and I enjoy the competitive side of it as well.
Yeah, I think I want to continue working with general contractor. I was kind of leaning that way anyway, because as I mentioned, I'd worked with subcontracting before, but this is just kind of like a new exploration for me, being on this side of things. So I want to dive in more into that. My internship went really fast, it felt like anyway, so I just want to get out there and get more experience in doing what I was continuing to do. I really loved going out on the job site every day, speaking with everyone, figuring out what's going on. I really enjoyed that. So I just want to continue down that path and continue to try to hone whatever skills I do have and explore, some that I don't know that I have yet.
Yeah, the last 4 summers I worked with a non-union company as pretty more labor/operator a little bit. And coming home every day after like 12-hour days, covered in mud, you got to take your boots off outside. And then versus now, working more overseeing stuff, you come home, you're clean, you don't have to do any of that. And so that really put a new perspective on the construction side of it and going to school for the degree I'm going for. So I enjoyed that, and I definitely want to stay more on the civil side. I've learned that this summer. It's kind of what I like and enjoy. So I'd like to stay on the civil side and probably work into project manager at some point. It seems more kind of what I like to do, that, and more along the roles of the superintendent, being out in the field, checking on guys and keeping things rolling.
I think the people here at Weddle Brothers, everyone's so helpful and nice. And if I have any questions, everyone's just really eager to make sure that I have the most fulfilling experience possible. I would say that it's definitely been the most fulfilling professional and educational experience that I've had over the course of a single summer.
I think the best part of my internship was getting out on the job. I also did a little bit of work at the IUPUI ball hall, which is a job that has just started, maybe 3 months in. They're still in the demolition phase. But going out there and seeing the beginning of a project and attending progress meetings, meeting the architect, meeting the owner, and just kind of sitting back and seeing how that relationship kind of works and figuring that out. Seeing that was pretty neat. Never been a part of anything like that before. But yeah, it was good.
The best part of the internship was probably meeting all the guys that work here at Weddle. Weddle's a pretty big company, and there's a lot of guys work here, but once you start working here, you feel like there's really not that many guys that work here, because everybody knows everybody. You can walk through the hallways and it's good morning, how are you, to everybody. And so doing that and then actually enjoying going to work, that makes a big difference versus waking up dreading it's wet outside, going to play in the mud. So I've had a good summer. I think I've met a lot of good people and people that I can rely on in the future. And so I think it's been very helpful this summer.
I didn't think that I'd learn as much as I did. I didn't think it was possible to learn as much as I have over the course of 3 months, but I found out that it is possible. Yeah, and it's been a wild ride. I'm sad that it has to end.
Yeah, I was also, there was a lot of coordination with the subcontractors on the day-to-day, a lot of work coordination, trying to figure out who needs to go where, who needs to get out of the way of other people. Extremely busy. It seemed like every 5-10 minutes, every time you turn around, someone had a new issue. But it was fast-paced, but I really enjoyed that. It makes everything go by really quick, and it makes you become more versatile when you're dealing with different contractors. Knowing how to speak with people, it helps me hone my communication skills as well. You need to know who you're talking to, who your audience is, and understand you're not going to be able to make everyone happy, but in the end, there's always a solution that can be found.
It's mandatory every fall that we go to career fair. And so this past fall I went to the career fair, and that's where I found Weddle Bros, which I worked previously in Bloomington. So I already knew of the company just from working in construction the past summers. And being from Bedford, I didn't want to travel very far over the summer. I like to spend my summers more home with family. And so I was able to meet with Rob Hahn up there, and there's a big project going on in Bloomington. And Rob thought it'd be a good fit for because I've done more dirt work in the past, so there's a lot of civil work going on there, and that's where he put me. And so I've been there all summer, and I really enjoyed it.
My biggest thing was I wanted to convey to the project manager and the superintendent that I am here to help in whatever way possible. So that was always on the table. I tried to reiterate that. Don't be afraid to give me anything. I can handle it. Whatever is best for the job, whatever is best for the company, just let me know and I'll do it. That's what I'm here for. That and to learn as much as possible and to get as much experience as possible.
Weddle Brothers seems like a great company. The people are great. The company culture is great. I love it.
I would absolutely recommend doing an internship with Weddle Brothers. I had a very good first impression from my very first interview that I had with Rob Hahn when I came to the Bloomington office for my second interview. It was more of the same. Great company, very easy to work with, never had any problems, and yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I would definitely highly recommend another internship here for anyone. It's been a great summer so far. And that was the thing when I first met with Rob, the beginning in our interviews. He knew I had a history with dirt work and more on the civil side, and that's what I enjoyed doing. So he didn't try to force me to go into the building group or anything like that. He found a project close to home that I would be home within 30 minutes every day. And he put me on that project on the civil group side, more or less, and it's been great so far. And that's one thing that I know other interns, they started out and they didn't really like it, what they were doing, and then they got switched to something they did like. So it's pretty flexible, and you guys are more than willing to help us out and learn or help us expand our knowledge on what we want to do in the future. And so, yes, I recommend it.
Definitely, you're gonna learn a whole lot if you come and have an internship with Weddle Brothers. There's not gonna be a day where you're not busy doing something.